Hello everyone, Blaze here, welcome to the first anime pickups video for the month of March. This one is all about manliness. Basically filling up a couple of series, like completing a couple of collections that I've really wanted to complete for a very long time. First and foremost, we have Golgo 13. This is the complete collection put out by Sentai Filmworks on DVD. This is the complete 50-episode TV series animated by the Answer Studio, based on the Takao Saito, I think it is, manga and the set of stories that are Golgo 13, about an assassin that's very much like James Bond-esque, but is like also not. While James Bond is kind of like a reputable person, Golgo 13 is considerably less so. But anyway, yeah, this is the complete 50-episode series, as I say, on DVD. Yes, this has come out on Blu-ray. The Blu-ray is not really that great. It's not a huge improvement on the DVD at all. Like, you're really only talking about bitrate improvement. Like, it's still, it's upscale, but it doesn't look pretty nice. It wasn't a native HD show, I believe. So I decided to get the DVD because the DVD was considerably cheaper, and it will sit next to the other two Golgo 13 animated entries in my collection much nicer, and it comes with a slipcover, which the Blu-ray didn't. So I decided to go with the DVD because it was just way cheaper in the end. I also picked up The Professional. This is the original 80s movie from 1983. The TV series was like 2008, so quite a considerable time frame difference there. But The Professional I did already own once in the past. I had the UK special edition, but this has all the extras. This is a discotheque release. I just randomly decided to pick this up because it was like £5 or whatever, and I was like, I'll just have the complete set of the American releases. So The Professional was originally put out by Urban Vision, who did put out Queen Bee, which I picked up a little whiles back. But then The Professional was re-released by Discotheque with the extras you get from the UK release, with like commentaries and stuff. Although probably the Urban Vision version had that as well. But anyway, yeah, complete collection of Golgo 13 now in my possession, or the anime part of it anyway. Next, we have Fist of the North Star, the movie. This is probably one of the most long overdue pickups in my collection. I have just recently, this year, I finished watching the original TV series. I haven't seen Fist of the North Star 2 yet, but I've watched the first 3 box sets that Discotheque put out, which comprise the original Fist of the North Star series, all 109 episodes. This movie is from 1986, so it was on about a year before, or came out about a year before the TV series finished. But I'm probably one of the few people in the Western Hemisphere that has watched the entire original TV series without having never seen the movie, because the movie was one of the few things, at least in English-speaking territories, that came out a whiles back, thanks to its violence, etc. Because the movie doesn't have white blood splatters like the TV series does. It's fully uncensored and way more graphic. I'm looking forward to watching it. It's only 2 hours long, but yeah, it's weird. I must be one of the few people that has actually watched the original TV series without ever having seen the movie, so it should be pretty interesting. I'm looking forward to watching the movie, solely because, like I say, it's kind of like a retelling of most of the TV series, if not all of it, and it'd be really cool to see the violence that the TV series couldn't have just for censoring or whatever. But yeah, looking forward to watching the movie. Keeping that manliness train going here, we have Space Adventure Cobra. This is the movie. This predates the TV series by a few months, like four months or something. And unlike the TV series, where the TV series is like a proper adaptation of the manga, this is like a very sort of loose adaptation, I believe. I don't know if it takes a particular arc from the manga or not, because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any of the TV series other than the first episode yet. But yeah, really happy to pick this up. It was quite cheap. I've been meaning to get it for a while to complete the Space Adventure Cobra collection. So yeah, this is the Discotheque DVD of the movie. Can't remember if this has the pilot on it or if it was the Right Stuff release that had the pilot. But one of them has the pilot for the TV series. It might be the movie that Discotheque put out. But yeah, I forgot to show when I picked this up ages and ages ago. I realised that I never showed part 2 of Space Adventure Cobra, the TV series. I long picked it up months and like last year at some point. So yeah, here is the second part, which I'm about to have a real tough time trying to do this one-handed, but there's the discs again, just beautiful airbrush or air paint, I don't know what the right term is, like artwork, very 80s. I absolutely adore the artwork on it. I just need to watch this this series now, because I did enjoy the first episode that I watched, and I'm pretty sure it's a show that I'll really like. I've just got to find the time, and yeah, just need to sit down and watch it when I'm in the right mood for it. But yeah, Space Adventure Cobra, I now have the complete collection of the classic stuff. Maybe one day we'll get the 2010 series out as well, which would be cool. Okay, next up we got something pretty special. This is Violence Jack. It's the Go and Guys series of the complete OVA collection, all 3 episodes. This is the first time in America, at least, that this has been released in its entirety and relatively uncut. There's a release in the UK of the complete collection, but I don't know if that's been edited or not. I think it might be. Basically, Violence Jack is one of the most horrific, exploitative, explicit things you're ever going to see. This is like the definition of what anime OVAs really, what sort of levels they could go to. I feel like this is the ceiling. I've only seen the first 2 episodes. Only the first episode. Honestly, the first episode, Harlem Bomber, was pretty boring. The second episode, Evil Town, is one of the most extreme things I've ever seen in terms of animation. There's like full-on orgies, rape, and it's all very like hentai levels of what you see, I guess. But there's like extreme violence in terms of like blood levels, and just graphic in terms of its animation and stuff, and there's also like full-on cannibalism. It's a very extreme series. I'm kind of glad I've seen it though, because it's just one of those things that is so high in terms of that level of violence and stuff. It's an interesting oddity, shall we say. Next up we have a really cool OVA that has never come out on DVD in America, but in the UK it did. This is Psycho Diver. It was put out on VHS by Urban Vision in America, but this is a really, really cool OVA. I watched this on YouTube a little whiles back. It's like this sci-fi, slightly cyberpunk series about this guy that dives into people's minds using this machine in order to solve their problems, very much like Inception sort of thing. And there's not like levels of dreams, I don't think there was, but it was a bit like that. And he ends up diving into the mind of this idol singer who's like got this split personality that makes her like this psycho like killer almost. It's really, really cool. Like just the style of it is very like, you get a bit of like noir stuff. The main character is really, really charming. At least in my opinion, he has that like sort of noir narration and stuff going on in the English. It was really cool. I really enjoyed it, and it's a shame that it's never come out on DVD in America. Like, out of all the Urban Vision stuff, this is one of the best things that they've put out that I've seen. It's really underrated and probably a hidden gem. It's really worth seeing. Next up, we have Ashura no Toki, Age of Chaos. This is a Media Blasters release. It's a complete collection containing all 6 discs or whatever, 26 episode series, which is like it's about like a mix between martial arts and samurai, where in the samurai era we've got these guys going around who know this martial art called Mutsu, I think it was called, or something, or is called. I haven't seen it yet, but yeah, that allows them to combat against like samurais using just speed and strength, kind of like Katana Gatari in some ways. But yeah, I picked this up solely because I saw it going on eBay here in the UK for like a couple of pounds, and I was like, well, I'll put in a minimum bid for that. Like, it's a 6 disc series. I've been looking at it in the past, thinking about picking it up anyway, and for that price I'm not going to say no. And yeah, no one outbid me, so I got it for the small sum of just £2.50 for the complete collection, which is really awesome. It's not a hard set to find, but at that price it's, you know, way better than what I've seen it would have cost me elsewhere anyway. And I've been wanting more of these type of shows in my collection, because every single time I watch one that's set in like a historical Japan type setting, I've really enjoyed it. So I don't know if this is going to be of a good standard, but I look forward to trying it out at least. So at that price I wouldn't turn it down for sure. Next we have Shigeru Death Frenzy. Probably butchered that, but yeah, this is the ultra-violent Madhouse series. This is the Blu-ray release from Funimation, the only Blu-ray in this pickups video. This complete collection, I believe it's 11 episodes, might be more. I really wanted this particular edition, it's because it's really nice, and I got it in really good condition considering it was second hand. It's got a nice matte finish on it. But yeah, this is just one of those shows I've been wanting to get for a long time. Much as I was saying about Shura no Toki, it's like set in like the samurai historical era that I'm fascinated, well not fascinated, but I just really enjoy those series and that setting, set in the Edo period, about these two samurai that both disciples of like a dead famous samurai swordsman or whatever, and they end up joining this tournament which instead of using just wooden swords like you would normally do in a tournament like that, they use real swords, and the violence in this is ultra graphic, which I won't lie is sort of like one of the reasons I wanted to see it. I don't really like super graphic violence, I'm not really a gore fan, but when you get like the odd show like that, it doesn't really appear in anime too often, that sort of really graphic stuff, so it was something I was interested in seeing, and the story sounds cool as well, and the animation looks really nice, so yeah, Shigeru Death Frenzy. And last, but certainly not least, is Cosmo Warrior Zero, the collected edition. This is all 4 volumes in one box set. This was the last Ladyverse English release that I needed, the last of the Ladyverse series that were ever released in English. It was put out by Media Blasters. I've watched this already. It's a 13 episode series plus 2 OVAs. It's a pretty good story, it's a pretty good series, but it's certainly the weakest of the ones I've watched, but I still gave it a 7 out of 10. I still think it's a really good series, but it's not the best one I've seen by any means. But basically about a crew aboard this ship, and how they have to deal with basically racial like stuff. It's like the machine men and humans, and they have to learn how to work together as part of this new system in place with the Earth Defense Force or Galactic Force or something. And Harlock plays a small part in it. He's part of it as they all go up at the end against this greater evil. It's a decent series, like I said, but it's certainly the weakest. The English dub's kind of cool. The main character, who's aboard the Kairu, the captain, is voiced by Crispin Freeman, and Harlock in this is voiced by Stephen J. Bloom, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, that's my first anime pickups for the month of March. There'll be another anime pickups video coming relatively soon, and then another one for April as well, so I'll see you then.